Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday. I was on time today. My computer decided it didn't want to be on time today. Technology, you got to love it. I'm going to give you a moment to grab your coffees. If you're catching this on the replay, settle in, hunker in. We're glad that you're here. It's another beautiful, I don't know, there's something about, and I'm sure it happens everywhere. So I would invite anybody to chime in who watches from any province across the country or the States. But I feel like, Alberta is called Big Sky for a reason, but I feel like our sunrises are the most phenomenal. But tell me, like, wherever you're from, maybe your sunrises are the most phenomenal. I don't know, but I feel like Alberta has the best sunrises. Good morning, Sue. Morning, Ange. Oh, my eyelashes feel stuck today. Yeah. Just going to give people another moment. Say hi in the comments as you join. For those of us already here, let's just take a moment and take a breath in. And exhale. Drop those shoulders. Morning, Mike. Good morning, Cheryl. Sue says the sunrise was spectacular in Winfield this morning. Yeah. Alberta sunrises, I'm going to say they got to be the best. But we will let people from other places chime in. But there's something about them. And I think what's really cool about it, I don't know, I said this back at Thanksgiving, is that I'm grateful for each sunrise and sunset. I think that they are beyond words in their beauty for a reason, because they allow us to take a moment to reflect that it's been another good day. No matter what happened in between that sunrise and that sunset in that day, no matter what happened, good, bad, or otherwise, we're reminded of this beauty that we were gifted another day. And they really are. Even when they're shitty, they're still gifted days. That's what I think about that. I get to wear my Flames jersey again this morning because we beat Pittsburgh last night 4-1. I'm hoping I'm wearing this a lot. Really cuts down on what should I wear today, because it's already determined for me. So that's a bonus. That's a win. I feel good about it. I thought it was interesting. What did I want to talk about today? I feel like I had two topics, and I can only remember one of them at the moment. But the one I would love you to weigh in on is, when you see those memes on the internet, and it was like, you were what age when you found out, and they give you some sort of fact. You know what I'm talking about? So lots of times it'll be like some weird twist, like how to open a jar the other way, or whatever the things are. They're just these tasks that we do, usually on the daily, that we learn some fascinating fact about. And you get to say, like, I was this old when I learned this. And most of the time, whatever that meme is, I know for me, I've been this day old because I didn't know that. And they're kind of a fun way to share facts. Well, I feel like I need to confess this morning that I am 44 years old and I just learned how to properly brush my teeth. Anybody with me on this? So I was yesterday getting a teeth cleaning done from Preventive Dental in High River, which, by the way, are amazing. And Sarah is a dental hygienist who has her own place. And so what's kind of cool about practices like this is they're just focusing on oral health and teeth cleaning, and then they will refer you to a dentist if you require more things to be done, if that makes sense. So it just allows you the space to go in and do. It was amazing. The technology that they have Shut up, Mike Llewell. The technology that they have now for this is so advanced and it's so cool. And I don't remember what it was called yesterday outside of bio something, something, something. It was very sciencey. I was enthralled. Like I asked this hygienist about 1,000 questions, and the system that they use for this is really cool. But the point I'm getting to is she gave me a demo. I love Signature Smiles also, Angie. Every place in town is great, but I just was trying something new. Anyway, she took a moment, like, so I have the mirror up and she's showing me the best way to brush your teeth, like how you're supposed to brush your teeth. Friends, I was gobsmacked because I looked at her and I said, how am I the age that I am? And I am just learning how to brush my teeth. I don't remember being told the way to do that. The sweeping and the light shaking, like those were not things I learned how to brush my teeth when I was a kid. And therefore, as a parent, I didn't teach my kid how to do that. I think it was mind blowing. It was mind blowing. And Mike's making fun of me because I believe I called him after and I was like, oh my gosh, I learned how to brush my teeth today. And he was a little bit concerned that I maybe hadn't been all this time, but that is not the case. I just learned the proper way to do it. Do you feel like you know the proper way to do it? I feel like I need to get Sarah on the show to do a demonstration for us of what this looks like because it totally changed my entire view. And I think what's cool about that is we also had a really great discussion, which I would love to share more with you in the future. And I think, Jody, please don't make us talk about teeth cleaning on the show. But it was just the conversation we had about the links that they now can find and the correlations between your oral health and other ailments in your body. Like they even have ways in what's happening in your mouth to correlate and learn if you are going to have something like Alzheimer's or dementia. There's been links to a number of different things. And I don't think this is one of the conversations Sarah and I had is that people really put that emphasis, importance, I'm not sure what the right word here is, on that. I don't think we go to the dentist thinking that we're getting checked for all of these things that are going to lead to whatever else. And I mean, and everybody does things differently, right? And so that's where sometimes it was cool. Like I've gone to the same dental place for a number of years. I love them. I think they're amazing. But this place was recommended from a friend, and I wanted to just try and see something different. What I also learned from yesterday is that she did technique in like checking lymph nodes and almost like a little bit of massage through your face and jaw and neck. And I've never had that done at the dentist office before. And that might be the normal. And I think we've all taken a hot minute since we've been there because of COVID. But it was just fascinating to me. And the other thing that I really love about that is this woman, Sarah, is so passionate about what she does. Like she just loves what she does. And I don't know about you, but it's really cool when you step into a moment with somebody when they're doing something they are really passionate about and they really love. Does it not just fire you up also? Like who goes to get their teeth cleaned and leaves fired up about teeth cleaning? Like it's not the most fun thing we have to do. Most of us put it off. Most of us kind of fear it. But this person is so excited and passionate about what they do. And it just got me really thinking about what is your passion? What are you super excited about? What do you do? And I think for a lot of us it's a check-in. Like is what you're doing on a daily basis that thing? Yeah, Corey says Sarah is so great. She's Mike's aunt. Oh, really? That's so fun. But I wanted to be like, check in with yourself today. Is the thing that you're doing every day the thing that you're the most passionate about? Are you a Sarah in your job, in your day to day life, in the things that you choose to do? Are you stepping into being so excited about what you're doing every day? Or is that passion fading? Is that something you're investigating? Is it something you'd love to switch up? Have you had that dream or that idea or that thought about something you're really passionate about, but it's been over here on the side and you've kind of just been leaving it percolate and thinking about it. And sometimes you send some energy to it, but you haven't quite taken the step into it yet. I want you to think about that for a moment. Darlene says, we're a road trip day. Oh, yeah, we're going to Warner. Have an amazing trip, Darlene. I hope that you have safe travels. Keep us updated on the fun. I'll creep your socials to see how it's going. You packed your toothbrush. Good girl. Make sure you're sweeping up your teeth. That's what I learned yesterday. Thank you for checking in and saying hello. I hope you have the most amazing trip. But yeah, thinking about that passion. And I think that, I think there's going to be some mixed feeling there. And I think there's going to be some things. And I'm not saying we're all going to quit our jobs today to chase a dream, because sometimes there's reality, sometimes there's obligation, sometimes there's commitments, sometimes there's financial pieces that feel out of your control at the moment. But I just want to plant the seed that we don't know at any given moment what our expiry date is here. We don't know what the trajectory is of our human experience. We don't know how many days we're given to travel in the form that we are in this time. We don't know what that date looks like. So if we live all of our days not in the place where we are passionate about, not in the place where we are given the gifts that allow us to feel that passion when we're doing it, I feel sad. I feel heavy-hearted that we would live in that space. And I think that it allows us the opportunity to step into having some time with yourself, whether you do it via meditation or journaling or just sitting in your thoughts, but having some time, I feel like even this week, to sit in what that looks like for you. And what conditioning and what stories are you telling yourself that's allowing you to stay in the space that isn't your passion? Now, you might have a great reason or an excuse or a thought or an idea, but I want to challenge you to push that a little bit further this week and think about what those things look like. And maybe it's even okay, I'm really passionate about blah, 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 but I don't know how to gather compensation from doing blah, blah, blah to make it something I could do on a daily basis. Right? So then it's starting to have thought and conversation and planting seed around how can I be rewarded for living and working in my passion, and what does that look like? And you might not have the answer to that, but someone in your life may. Someone in your life, we are gifted with people in the world who are skilled, and that is their gift, is pulling out gifts in other people. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you are already living in what you're passionate about. Maybe you're doing the thing that you love so much and you are so excited about it. I invite you to share that in the comments. Are you working that thing that you absolutely love? Now, granted, I think that we're still going to have days that suck. We're still going to have days where you feel stressed, pressure, overwork. Like, you're still going to have real life experience even when you're working in your passion. You're still going to have days that are sometimes shitty, because sometimes things add up. Sometimes things get so busy. Sometimes we don't have emotional or mental capacity to deal with the workload of the day. Doesn't mean we're not still working in our passion. It just means we have some challenge in it. And challenge is not a bad thing. But at the end of the day, are you still really proud of the work that you do? Do you still feel like you're making a difference in the world? Or does everything feel like you're just going through the motions? And I feel like sometimes we have phases of that where I'm just kind of rambling today, so feel free to jump in the comments anytime. I feel like we have, I don't know if I would call them phases, but it's moments, right? Where We just feel like I was having a conversation with a friend about this morning, in that you feel just kind of off. You feel blah. You feel like you're not necessarily super happy, but you're not unhappy at the same time. You're kind of in this state of being, and it doesn't have anything uh, around it at the moment. So that's a really good time to sit in. What do you feel like is required or lacking, or what do you feel like you need less of? Like, what does that look like? What is that? And I hate the word balance because I don't think that true balance ever exists, like the equalized balance. I think that sometimes balance shifts one way or the other because it needs to. And if we're having this much of this and this of the other, it's going to switch at some point, and the balance is in the journey. So I don't believe in across the board balance, but what does balance look like to you? What does that feel? And I've seen exercises before where you draw a circle on a piece of paper, and you would draw kind of like pie, but you would draw the pie to be the thing. So what size is how much time is focused on work, how much time is focused on play or a hobby or a passion or volunteering, or like divide up, and then have a look at what the pieces look like in your circle. Do you feel like that is the balance that you would like in your life? Or do you want pieces of the other pieces of the pie to look differently? And friends, you have the power, the opportunity, the resources, the tools, the everything that you need to allow that circle to look exactly how you want to. And if your first thought is, yeah, man, I'd love to be able to do more of this, but I can't because of this, sit back into that thought. What would need to shift and change for that to occur? What are you telling yourself? What's the story you've been told? What Check in with conditioning. I think conditioning is one of those new catchphrase words that we're using a lot because we're trying to break down just because it was the way you were taught, or just because the way it's always been doesn't mean it's the way it has to stay, right? We shift and we change and we evolve and we adapt, whatever word resonates with you, into the next phase, because that's how it works. That's how we grow. That's how we challenge each other to be better humans every single day. So if you want to switch what your pie pieces look like, you can. I'm here to tell you. Now, you might not have the answers to how today, but how about don't worry about the how at the moment? Focus on how, focus on what that looks like, and what it would feel like. Not how you're going to accomplish it. Don't stay in the weeds for the moment. Just allow the feeling to enter you of what it looks like on the other side, because you're already there. You just have to believe it. So, what does that feel like? And allow that to sort of resonate with you. And you can change those pieces. Sue says, I love retirement and my farm. I do what I want. I've decided that if things are not working the way I want today, there may be a better way tomorrow. Each day, one at a time. It sounds awesome, Sue. Thank you for sharing. I don't know. That was kind of on my mind today, outside of that I learned how to brush my teeth yesterday, and I'm feeling like a really proper adult now. And I look forward to brushing my teeth the right way every time now. And maybe more often. Like, I feel like I would just, yeah, whenever you're feeling it, do it. Anyway, having some fun with that today. Reminding you of passion, reminding you to follow those feelings. All right, friends, I hope you have an amazing rest of your Wednesday. I feel like, and then that's where the thoughts came to an end. And I'm going to focus on coffee, and I'm going to go step into the passionate work that I get to do every day that I feel pretty freaking excited about. I just want to take a moment of gratitude for that. And I partner with some pretty cool businesses, and get the opportunity to be their creative outlet and tell their story and share their information with the world. And I love it. I feel so fortunate every day that I get paid to be that person on a multitude of teams. And I have the opportunity to pick and choose who the teams are that I work with. And there's a great, I'm almost going to call it beauty in that it allows you to work with the people that you want to work with. And I think that's important in life too. And it feels good. So I'm just handing over some gratitude, friends. We had a lunar eclipse last night. Not sure if you knew that. We have a full no, it was a solar eclipse yesterday. Sorry. New moon, solar eclipse yesterday. And then when the full moon happens on, I think it's the 8th of November, it's going to be a full lunar eclipse. So I don't know. I find astronomy so cool, both astronomy and astrology, but astronomy especially is just that. It's really cool. So, friends, have an amazing rest of your Wednesday today. I hope it's a great one. Congrats again to the Flames on their big win. We are proud again today. And I will see you back here Friday morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm also going to be posting on my Facebook for those of you who don't live in the area. There is a virtual option for meditation classes starting the second week of November after Canadian Finals Rodeo Week, because that's going to be a busy one. We are going to start meditating on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings at 6:30 in the morning. I know it's early, but it's going to be a quick 20 minutes to set your day and an opportunity for us to connect in and share in that modality together. And I'm really excited about it. If you live down in the Nanton area, there's also classes coming to Nanton. So stay tuned to my socials for more details on the next leg of classes. I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait to share more with you. So have an amazing rest of your Wednesday, and we will see you here Friday morning.